Hey guys, you're watching Mia's new pair of glasses, and we're going to pick back up with information that you absolutely need to know to function at your optimal level pre and post catastrophe. If you have not heard about the coming worldwide event, then you want to definitely head over to Brianaustinlambert33. Check out his channel. He's got a series where he is actually divulging the truth about how our world works so that you can understand why what's coming is coming. But today I'm going to talk about the war on salt. And when you understand that every single thing that is done in this control matrix is done for a reason, then you're going to start to understand why salt is necessary for you as an electric being, what type of salt is the best for you, and why they have tried to discourage people from consuming salt. So we're going to talk about that right now. Let's take a look.
So there's been a war on salt for years, and we've been told that we should minimize our consumption of salt. And they tell us this so that we can, prevent all these health problems. But in reality, we are like a battery, and so we need salt, and it plays into the things that I've talked about on my channel, like the magnesium and grounding and doing things to get your body, get that battery operating at an optimal level. And so they benefit by preventing us from being connected, from feeling good, because they don't want a lot of people walking around being independent critical thinkers and bucking the system. So they want us to be docile and agreeable and just go along. So what we're going to talk about is why consuming salt is absolutely essential and why there's been a war on salt. So your body actually produces electricity, and that's what allows your cells to communicate and perform basic biological functions necessary for your survival. Your cells that generate electrical charges by electrolytes like sodium and potassium, and they use that using a mechanism known as the sodium-potassium gate. So when you combine this with grounding, you can harness the electrical charge of the earth to positively influence your health in many ways. And we've talked about grounding shows that it helps relieve pain, reduce inflammation, improve sleep, reduces stress, enhances well-being, and much, much more. And those effects can happen immediately. So our bodies actually generate electricity, and the electricity is what allows your nervous system to send signals to your brain and then out from there. Electrical charges that are delivered from cell to cell actually happen instantaneously. It can control things like your circadian rhythm, even your biological clock. Without electricity, you cannot survive. So this is going to be essential in getting to your best self now, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, as well as after, whenever the catastrophe happens. And I want to clarify that I'm not talking about table salt. Table salt is not good. It's been stripped of all its vital minerals and has lost its natural balance. So the good kind of salt that you want, which is pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, that has numerous trace minerals that help maintain balance in the body when it's consumed. And not only are we like a battery, but we are literally like a walking ocean. We have over 17 gallons of saltwater solution contained in our body. Salt is absolutely mandatory for human survival and bodily functions. Salt is what holds the entire human body together. Without it, we would evaporate up into the heavens. For example, blood, plasma, sweat, tears, veins, and arteries all contain salt. Not only does this help homeostasis within the body, but it also delivers minerals such as magnesium, calcium, potassium, and zinc. So we talked about how important magnesium is and how deficient the population is of magnesium. And would you believe that having too little salt actually makes you more susceptible to disease. So when the body falls out of homeostasis and loses its saltiness, we are more prone to disease. Pathogens and parasites that enter the body cannot survive in the body's ideal salt state. So if you're somebody who doesn't quite believe in autoimmune disorders, there's another take on it: a cellular dehydrated body. So without salt, our cells are unable to properly hydrate themselves. Cells need salt and water in order to properly take in water and hydrate themselves. This allows detoxification of the body. A low salt diet and overconsumption of water is a recipe for disaster, because we need salt in conjunction with quality water in order to maintain the body's preferred salt solution. When cells become dehydrated, they do not function properly. But now we're seeing doctors call a rise in autoimmune disorders. And I don't believe that this is true. I believe if we had cells that were properly hydrated and had salt, these diseases would not exist. Your body is literally an electric machine. It is enough to even power a modestly used smartphone. If just a fraction of that energy could be siphoned, our bodies could, in theory, be used to run any number of electrical devices. So what we're talking about is good options for salt. We are not talking about refined table salt, because white table salt is not only stripped of nutrients and bleached, but it also sometimes contains additives. So I've learned about soul water recently from one of my subscribers, and soul water actually helps the body detox unwanted toxins and pathogens by helping to improve hydration and absorption of nutrients. And salt is an antibacterial. It assists in removing impurities from your body. And also, if you suffer from adrenal fatigue, using soul water can help improve your energy levels, your blood sugar will stabilize, and it actually prevents hair from falling out. So I really encourage you guys to incorporate more salt into your body. And if you have the opportunity and you are anywhere near the ocean, I would highly suggest you make a trip to the ocean. Knowing what you know about salt, electricity, and being energized, going to the beach can be an amazing way to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. I had that experience this weekend, and I highly encourage that you do that. If you can't get to an ocean, then you can make your own soul water and incorporate salt, healthy salt, into your life. So if you want to be an electric being, follow these steps. Everybody take care. Stay safe. Be good to one another. And God bless.